Robin Lazowski from Baltimore, Maryland. I have roughly 15-20 years background between State Highway Administration, Maryland Department of Transportation, and my last IT job was with Lockheed Martin, which was about a 7-year, ended up being a 7-year contract, but started as a 3-month contract with no guarantees. The technical training at LANWAN is brutal. The folks here are extremely knowledgeable. I mean, it's almost like they know the answer to everything. While you're working your way through these labs, I don't care who you are and what you know, you're going to misconfigure something because we're building a network from the ground up. That means applying all the technologies, applying all the IP addresses. All this information has to be input, and invariably you're going to make mistakes. So when you get to the end and you're trying to troubleshoot because you're trying to verify connectivity between a starting point and an end point, and invariably there's going to be a breakdown somewhere along that network. And so basically our job's been to go in there and troubleshoot and figure out where the problem is. Sometimes you can find, I've been able to find it on my own. Other times I just got stumped, and the guys that are in there, there's a process they run through, and they've always been able to solve the problem. I've been pretty impressed with that. The placement training at LANWAN is very complete, actually. I mean, from running from the interview, I mean, running us through the interview process, and covering that from beginning to end in a lot of detail, really prepares one. I myself had kind of lost a little bit of confidence in myself because I've been out of work for a little bit and had a tendency to doubt what my own abilities were, even though I have these skills for years. And just some things that were open were basically reintroduced to me just as a person. Robin, you know, you used to do this for years, and just because you haven't done it for a little while doesn't mean you can't do it again. So that's one thing that was reiterated to me. I fully expect to get back in the field where I left off. I fully expect that, because I mean, I have 7 years background, but now I have more certifications that basically prove even further that I have technical skills that I know are applicable out in the real world. And so, in fact, I have today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. I have to meet somebody as soon as I get off the plane, because they have a client that's getting ready to start a migration up in Baltimore, and they have an urgent need for people that have these kind of skills. So I'm looking forward to getting off that plane, hooking up with the recruiter. She said my resume will be submitted that day, and I'll probably be meeting with the client on Tuesday.